Stock, ladies and gentlemen, today is May the 7th, 2020, and now we got some AEW results because Double or Nothing is happening. And, ladies and gentlemen, there was some fans, and guess what? The returning of the Pyro. Pyro was back on AEW, man. Oh my god, I missed it. Pew, pew, pew. I missed it. I said some things about the show last night, and yes, it was pretty decent, pretty good. I didn't know there was audience there. I thought it was just a whole bunch of wrestlers there, but at the far back, because I guess they couldn't go like near the barricades. Like some wrestlings, you could go near the barricades. You need to fill up the seats, but they can't do that right now. But the bleachers had some people. Like, they're not wrestlers. They were actual people. I don't know. You have to pay a ticket to be in the to be there, because I know in the grocery stores they have lines, and you could be in it. It's a limit of some number. I don't know what it is, but they have a limit, and then you have to line up. But I think they have a limit of people that could stay for the night. So you line up. And they count how many people you're in. I'm sorry, guys, you can't come in because we already have enough. We already have enough people. I don't know how it is. I'm happy that AEW is trying to get some living in it now. They were in bigger arena. It didn't sound like it's so empty anymore because the wrestlers that was on the sides behind the barricades. And the fans that was screaming and cheering and all that stuff. I'm happy that it is doing that. I hope WWE does the same thing soon. I just think they want to wait until maybe after Money in the Bank, because it's not like AEW's pay-per-view. They're not doing it in their headquarters. They're going to do it in the arena with a ring in it. So, yeah, they're not... It's not like WWE is doing their headquarters. They can't have people in their headquarters, so... Let's get AEW, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 matches got added to the Double or Nothing match. MJF will be versing Jungle Boy at Double or Nothing. Jungle Boy makes his return. Well, technically, he's going to make his return next week on AEW with the Jurassic Express. Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt. But Marco Stunt is not making his return because we've seen him a couple weeks when he got destroyed by Lance Archer and by Brody Lee when they were doing this mall building. Yeah, so Marco Stunt is not making his return, but Luchasaurus is and Jungle Boy is, and they will be versing Best Friends. But we've seen a lot of newcomers, new people making the returns, and guys, it's not Chris Jericho and Tony Schiavone was doing the commentary. We have Excalibur, Jim Ross, and Tony Schiavone. I know Tony Schiavone wasn't gone. He was doing it with Chris Jericho. Almost, I don't know what I'm doing. With Chris Jericho, but Jim Ross and Excalibur, this is our first time seeing these guys back. But I don't think Jim Ross was doing that NT Arena no disqualification match. I think he was doing a recording or something like that. I don't know. But let's get to the matches. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Cody versus the returning of Joey Janela. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. It was good. But the winner of that match, because he's going to Double or Nothing for the TNT Championship. Speaking of Double or Nothing, we have another casino. It's not a Battle Royal this time. It's going to be a ladder match. Whoever wins that, they will be the new number contender to the AEW World Championship. We don't know who's in it. We don't know how many guys are going to be in it. We don't know. Maybe it could be 6, like the Money in the Bank. But it's a casino ladder match. They said they're going to give us all the details next week, so let's get ready for that. So we have Cody Rhodes gets the win. Joey Janela did a really good job to try to take out Cody, but Cody wins with the Crossroads at 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes is your winner, and you think Lance Archer's watching this match because that's his opponent for the TNT Championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, mostly every champion came back except for Adam Page. Nia Rose came back, the women's world champion. She came out. Does anyone really care? Guys, I'm more upset. I'm not upset with Nia Rose. She's amazing. But I can't take it serious. I can't take the women's division serious with a small little belt that looks like you could get out of Walmart, or something like this, but it looks a little smaller than this. But it's actually gold. But it's a small little belt. It's smaller than the World Championship. It's smaller than the Tag Team Championship. It's going to be smaller than the TNT Championship. I think TNT will be disrespected if their title, that's supposed to be TNT, that the TV deal they have, if their championship is small, they're going to be disrespected. Maybe they've seen it, but maybe they didn't. We don't know. But we have Nia Rose coming in action against a jobber, some 18-year-old girl that I don't know. She's making her debut, and she just got destroyed by Nia Rose. Who's next to verse Nia Rose for the AEW World Championship, Women's World Championship? Are we going to see Nia Rose at Double or Nothing? Then we had the World Champion, AEW World Champion. We've seen him a couple of times in the small building, but now we get to see him in the big building where he came from the audience. Yeah, in his audience, it was some audience. There was audience on the right side, there's audience on the left side. On the bleachers. I'm happy for that. I'm happy. But ladies and gentlemen, Jon Moxley came out, and he goes one-on-one with Frankie Kazarian of SCU. SCU was not in the corner of Frankie Kazarian, but they did come out with him in his entrance, and then he told them I could do this all by myself, and they went back in the backstage. All three came back. I'm happy. Christopher Daniels, Scorpion Sky, and Frankie Kazarian. I love those guys. Those guys are awesome. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, after a dirty deeds, or whatever he calls it, Jon Moxley wins the match. It was an awesome match. I enjoyed the match. And then here comes the Dark Order, comes out to attack Frankie Kazarian and Jon Moxley. And then the rest of SCU came out. They got attacked because there's like 10 of them. 10 of the Dark Order. And, oh my God, I was going to blow my brains out. Why? My brains was already blown out because of boredom. Because I had to hear Brody Lee talk so much. I thought he was trying to issue a challenge to Jon Moxley with the AEW World Championship, but he's still talking. See, this is where I liked him when he was part of the Wyatt family. He was less talking. Like, this guy wouldn't shut up. Like, why are you talking so much? Just issue a challenge. Nobody cares about the other things you said. Issue the challenge. And of course, Jon Moxley accepted the challenge, so at Double or Nothing, we do have a World Championship match. It's going to be Jon Moxley versus Brody Lee. Is this Brody Lee's first World Championship match? Because I don't think he ever got a WWE Championship match in the WWE. Is this his first time? I know he's been in different companies, but I didn't see him in the other companies. I had seen him in WWE and now AEW. I think this is like his first time getting a World Championship match that actually people actually care about in Double or Nothing. That's pretty decent. I don't think he's going to win it. But ladies and gentlemen, we have two championship matches that are happening at Double or Nothing. Because people thought Double or Nothing is not going to happen. Because in April, they didn't make no storylines. They didn't make no rivalries. Why would they make a rivalry in April when their pay-per-view is in May? Even WWE does the same thing. Why would they make a rivalry in April when they have another month to worry about? Then they could make the rivalries in May. That's why they made like three matches now for Double or Nothing in one night. Because they don't want to make a long rivalry in April for a May pay-per-view. Like, this thing is on May 23rd, and you think they're going to make a rivalry on April? That doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? That's stupid. I think it's stupid. Then we have QT Marshall goes one-on-one with Lance Archer. Well, Lance Archer did almost destroy the career of Dustin Rhodes because he was bleeding. They were trying to throw the towel in. Dustin Rhodes grabbed the towel, and then he got dragged into the ring, and blah, 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 all of those things. And then Lance Archer, QT Marshall did a good job, but ladies and gentlemen, didn't work out because Lance Archer gets the win with the blackouts. And then, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys didn't see, Britt Baker, Lance Archer was distracting the referee. And we saw Britt Baker hit Marshall with a shoe. And then we saw Brandy Rhodes takes the shoe and threw it across the arena. And then after the match, we saw Brandy Rhodes, she didn't want to go in the ring with a big monster, right? Because who the heck wants to be in the ring with a big monster? Here comes Britt Baker outside the ring, and she did a DDT onto Brandy Rhodes outside the ring and threw her back in the ring. And then here comes Jake Roberts with a giant snake. Like, it wasn't a bag. He held the snake and came in the ring, and he puts it on Brandy Rhodes. I can't say what he was doing. He was leaning over the body of Brandy Rhodes in a sick way for an old guy. Now I'm disgusted. You see how young she is, and you see how old he is. Picture that in your head. This guy leaning over her body. Old man. Over a young body. I'm not trying to make anything sick, but that's disgusting, man. Like, dude, don't you have a wife? Get out of here. So all of that happened, and Cody Rhodes did not come and save her because he did have a match, and he was in the trainer's office to check on himself. But ladies and gentlemen, I wonder what... Because next week, we're supposed to have an interview with Jake Roberts and Lance Archer. You think Cody Rhodes is going to attack him? There's no compete clause. There's no, you can't hit him. He's allowed to hit him, I meant. Sound like MJF, like a big, giant coward. Lance Archer wants to fight. So, ladies and gentlemen, that happened there, and then we have a street fight. This was an interesting street fight. I enjoyed it because, ladies and gentlemen, we saw Icebox. We saw a golf cart. We even seen everywhere in this palace. It was amazing. I enjoyed it. It was Chris Jericho and the Sammy Guevara, the Sex Gods, versus Kenny Omega and Broken Matt Hardy. It was an awesome match. I enjoyed it. It was back and forth. Matt Hardy was turning into different personas. He was a Broken Matt Hardy in the first place, and then he got taken out into the backstage. And then he came back in the ring as Team Extreme Matt Hardy with his tight blue shirt. And he was doing good there. And then all of them went in the backstage. Jake Hager, everybody went in the backstage. They were using trash cans, lead pipes, smashing each other on walls. Oh my God, it was a lot. It was a lot of things. And then Jake Hager and Chris Jericho put Matt Hardy into a ice box, because I believe this is like a football stadium that they were in. I don't know, because there was a lot of football things. I think there was like a training football place in the back, and there's a golf cart. So, and then Matt Hardy was gone for a couple of minutes. Kenny Omega was getting beat up and all that, and then Matt Hardy came out. As some deranged Matt Hardy drove the golf cart, ran over Chris Jericho. Kenny Omega gets in the golf cart. They chase Sammy Guevara with the golf cart, and Sammy Guevara head first right into the golf cart. Well, now Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega was about to put Chris Jericho through a table, and that lift thingy, I don't know what that's called, the lifter that goes up and up and up, goes to the building. And Kenny wants to jump off of that, and then Jake Hager came in the way, but he still jumped, and he did a moonsault on all three guys. He was about to do his finisher. Here comes Santana and Ortiz making the return, and then we saw a triple powerbomb on Matt Hardy through a table, and then we saw a triple powerbomb onto Kenny Omega on top of the golf carts, and then a juice effect by Chris Jericho. 1, 2, 3. Inner Circle gets the win. And then you see this scoreboard saying Inner Circle. And that's the end. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys on Saturday for SmackDown. Oh wait, I got predictions to do tomorrow, because Money in the Bank is Sunday. So we're going to do some predictions tomorrow as well. There's no other matches that got made yet. We will find out. Maybe they have some other live streams on WWE. That's what they do, and they will tell us there's some matches left. Because they're doing a lot of the bumps, so maybe they will talk about some matches that will happen on Money in the Bank. That's what happened on with the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Maybe we got some Raw Tag Team titles because the Viking Raiders beat the Street Profits. So, we don't know yet. So, if you guys, like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, do what you have to do. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the predictions. That's all from me today. Todd is out. Bye.